Alright, today we are doing this box. This nifty little doodad box. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so let me just show you. Run. Wait, do I have... I think it's not... Is it gonna go? I think I need to touch it first. Hold on. Okay, here. Sorry, I need to check to see if it works before I actually start. Can I touch it? There it goes. Okay. It works. The switch is finicky, but that's at their discretion. So, let's begin by just simply making a box. I'm just gonna completely keep this separated from the rest of it. I'm gonna go with a square part. And, you can just pretty much make it as what you want. We're just gonna make a base, right? And the thickness doesn't matter either. And then what I do is I do Control D. When you press Control D, it duplicates a part for you. Right, let me just close all this so I can actually show what I'm looking at. These two parts is what's in here right now. I'm going to grab one of these, move it, scale it right in here. We're just going to make a little box. Try to make it higher. Duplicate that again. Move that straight up over here. Duplicate that again. And then what I do is I just scale it. Right. Boom. There we go. Duplicate that again. Move that over here. There we go. We got ourselves a nice base. Let us just grab all those and go to anchored right down here. That way they don't move around. Also, it's a good idea to group them together when you're done. So I'm going to call this the base, or the box, base box. It's the box. Now I'm going to grab one of these pieces and I'm going to change it. I'm going to duplicate it, move it up here, and this one I'm going to call it the top. The reason why I change the names on these parts because they're going to be needed for the script later. So I'm going to just move it down here. Now, aesthetics can come later. I'm going to have a little flap in front. Yeah, no kidding, right? Okay. Let's go duplicate. Boom. There we go. This is going to be okay. That is good. We could call that the lid. Yeah, we're just, one of them is top, the other one is lid. This one's anchored. This one should not be anchored. So I'm going to remove the anchor. And also, we need to manage so that the parts underneath it don't really collide. Looks alright. That is also true. I usually just ignore them. Boom. They hate that. uh, so here, I had a hole that I used for the switch, but really it's not really a hole. It's just a switch. And I'll show you how I did that little inside circle piece here, which is basically a union within a union. I just poke it through. Here, I'll just show you. Make it part. I can start on this scale because then you can shrink it down later. Right, that would work. So I'm going to poke a hole right in the middle here. I'll show you how this is done using the union tool. I'm going to do I'm going to make the cylinder the inside. As you can see, there's a curve inwards, and it just sort of does a nice curve. So I need a cylinder and two spheres for that. So I'm going to grab one sphere and a cylinder. Alright, so we're going to make both the sphere and the cylinder the same size. So 1 by 1 by 1. There we go. Move that into position. Actually, I do a better trick. Hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the position, the global position, actually. Where's the global position? Origin position, is that it? I guess that's it. It used to be called global position. Okay. Copy. And then I grab this one's origin position and paste it in there. Wait, why did that work? Okay, let me try with position then. Okay, hold on, let me do that again. Copy. Paste. There you go. Yeah. Some truly believe it. Yeah. Well, one day they wake up. So, here's a trick here. We know that this tube is exactly 4 clicks apart, wide. And this sphere inside of it is perfectly in the middle. It's like smack down in the middle of it, using the same position and code. So what I do is I'll just go with a move to 2 dots, and when I move this thing, there I go. Perfectly seamless. Duplicate that, move that over too. There, we got ourselves a nice seamless tube. Let's grab those, group that together. Or actually, no, I'm gonna negate those. Oh, right, I can just lower my feet as well again because I find it easier. Okay. So let's go to 3.1. No, 0.1. Thank you. Okay. Just under. We're gonna shrink it down. Wait, no, that's no good. I need to shrink the tube itself. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I could probably just scale this up and then scale it back down again. You could do it many ways. I'm just winging it right now. It's my first tutorial, can you tell? Okay. Alright. So. Maybe deeper. Yeah. There you go. What we do is grab this part and all the negated part together. Grab all these parts together and union them. What? surely it didn't take that much for it to crash. Why would it crash for just this much? Okay, hold on. I'm going to separate it. And what I'll do, I'll just grab those again and make that one part. There it goes. Now it's like a single part. Let's negate that. And I notice it's not even centered. Okay. Alright. That's good enough. Let us combine those two together. It's really? So it's not letting me do that hole anymore? This is exactly how I did this boat. Okay. Maybe this is something new. Maybe this is something new from Studio that I'm not aware of. Okay, let me try a bit. Like, it doesn't really need to be that deep, to be honest. It just needs to have a little down. Still, really? Why? Okay. Well, this is going great. Alright, well, you get the idea. You poke a hole through it, through the union. You make that piece. Well, that's just aesthetic. I'm going to do the actual mechanic of it all. How we actually make the box lift and flip up. First things first, we need to put a hinge right back here. So how do I do that? I just go for a hinge right here. Select this part, and then we're going to play around with aligning it. Whoops. Alright, so we're going to, the first one needs to be relatively where we want it to be. Oh, come on. Let me grab that again, move it. Okay, why is this different than I remember? Seriously, this was not the interface that I remember. Okay, can I move this out of the way though? Oh, beautiful. Okay. Why are you doing that? I don't know. Okay, let's put this where it should be. I'm honestly surprised because I'm not used to seeing. Usually it's like a yellow cone, but regardless, there we go. We line it up together like this, but we grab both attachments, rotate them, because I believe this is where the hinge axis is. I mean, I hope it is. That's how it used to be. Let me just, actually, you know what? I'm going to go methodical on this. I'm going to go a full 90 degrees, so I'm going to go with rotate 90, just to make sure that I don't mess it up. And turn, boom, there it goes. It's a perfect 90 degrees. Sometimes you have to go with numbers. Now, let's see if it works. First, I'm going to put a little, I'm going to grab this piece right here, the top part. I'm going to add insert part, insert object, and it's going to be a force, line force, vector force. Where's the, why did they change everything? Okay, that went really well. Or what am I looking for? Hold on, let me just go back. A body force. I forgot the name body. Okay, so I need to add a body force. Yeah, I'm doing great. Okay, let's go with body force. What? Why is it not down the list? What? Did they change everything and I didn't learn anything? You're done, you're done trolling the troll. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Okay. Let us see why I'm not able to put a body force on this thing. Let's see. Is there another way of doing this that I'm not aware of? Right. I believe the objects are here. Let's do a search. No. So they really did change the body force. It's something else now. Wow, chat. I can breathe. I've been out of the game for too long, chat. Okay. Let's see what have replaced the body force. This thing right here. Like, I'm not going to grab it from this part right here. I'm not going to copy it. I want to know where it is in the game. What it has been changed into. 7 hours for 5 minutes. Really? Body force was depreciated. All of the body movers were replaced by vector force. Really? Aww. But that doesn't give the depth that you're looking for. When it's vector, you have, like, there's a difference between this and this. Yeah, know what I mean? There's a certain elegance to it. That's what I like about it when it's all body forces. It's all mechanical. Play here. Just touch the button. You see that? It has a bounciness effect. It looks organic, natural. Vector just sort of... Vector just brings it from one to another, right? Like digitally, like literally moves it around. Just doesn't really just push it there, right? Thanks for the info, McNor. But I'm disappointed. Why would they depreciate body force? Wow. Okay. So let's try with vectors then. Let's see what vectors do. Let's try on that lid right here. We'll put it vector force. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. What are the parameters? Variable, enable, attachments. Attachments. Wait, why would you? Purple frame, purple frame. Thanks, Asset, for that purple frame. I'm completely blowing this up into pieces. Doing a good job. So, let's find out what the vector force does now. And why do I need an attachment on it? Don't get me wrong, I could put an attachment on it, but typical, no, a typical tycoon. Come on, I'll do that. You distracted me. Get an attachment in there. Right. And we're going to call this one attachment force. I don't know why. Alright, now what? We're all learning this together right now, chat. Because I never heard of vector force. Now, if it's anything like body force, I can adjust the forces here. Right now it's set as 1,000 that way. But I'm not going to do it 1,000 that way. I'm going to do it at 1,000 upwards. And see, well, whatever. 111. Okay, I guess 111 is the maximum. Now it's going to, supposedly, if I did this right, it's giving it an upward force and see if the lid is actually holding on to the hinge that we just built. Run. Okay, there's not enough force. Let's put more body force on this thing. But let's put 2 more digits on this. There you go. That's a lot of body force. Run. Whoa! Okay, it works. It works. Alright. So it is as similar as... Okay, that's not enough on this. Alright, let's double up the numbers. That's too much. Okay. Let's go with 4,000. Alright, that's smoother, slower. Let's go with 3,000. I like that. Just, it gives a nice, let's go with 3,000 even. Making a clean number. Let's see. Okay, not too bad. We can leave it like that for now. We can adjust it later. But that's how the body force used to work. Why is it vector force now and it's the same setting? I will never know. But regardless, let's do a quick little scripting to make the lid just go up and down. As I said forever. Hello, welcome to the chat for the first time. Yeah. You're witnessing a complete mashup of a tutorial that I'm trying to make. So, we're gonna add a little script on this thing. We could probably just put it right in the lid itself. We could probably put the entire script in there. It doesn't really matter where you put it, as long as you specify what you want to do. So insert an object script, and I'm gonna go really simple on this one. Nice. Yes. I probably gotta get myself a cookie after this. Oof. So we're gonna go script.parent to .parent, which goes to this guy on top there, and then we're gonna go to the vector force. Vector force. So let's see if the script works the same as it used to be. Vector3 .new, and then we enter those codes, which is going to be 0.3000.0. We're going to make it wait for 1 second. Wait 1 second, and then we're going to bring it back down to 0. So copy and paste that, and go to 0. Oops, I forgot a digit here. Right. And 0. Okay. Here you go. Oops. Just move that back to where it belongs. Okay. And then we're going to do another wait. We're going to do 5 seconds. And then we're going to repeat again. So while true do, I guess. We're going to do simple while true do. And then we'll leave an end right here. So basically it's going to go 3,000 for 1 second, go back down for 5 seconds. Let's see if that worked. Run. Whoops. Now you can't go back up again, can it? It went too much. Oh wait, is the vector force still set up? Oh, I forgot to put it back to 0, chat. I'm sorry. Soccer God. 259, thanks for the follow. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, so it's down. And the script is not working. Yay! What does it say? Vector force is not a valid member part of workplace. Okay, well, that messed up. How's it going, Soccer God? Thanks for the chat for the first time. And I love cookies. I want cookies. Whoa. Okay, what?
Put that cookie down! Now!
So, I don't want to put the cookie down. This is, right here, I'm going to show you the script here of the original box. This is what I did, right what I just showed you, right? Basically, it was just going for the parent of the cover, straight to the body force. And it creates a body force of 3,000 upwards. And then it waits for 0.5 seconds. And then it just reopens it again. For the same thing goes for the little finger that moves inside. Now, why is it not doing it with vector force? Let's find out. So, what am I doing wrong here? It just puts a loop. Or unless the walk through do is no longer a thing anymore. Is that what it is? Alright, you know what? I'm just going to make it wait 5 seconds. There. Now I should just wait 5 seconds, lift up in the air for 1 second. I'm going to go with 0.5 just to make it the same as the other one. 0.5. And see where this goes. Let's see this. Alright, close this. And look at this. Run. 5 seconds later. And it still says, vector force is not a valid member part of workplace. Base box. Top. Okay. Yeah, that's a Discord. So, why? What changed? What's new? And why it is not showing me anything in red right now? Vector force is not a valid member of part. So do I have to make a... Do I have to make a reference? Get back to the original script. Where is it? So, yeah, I put a debounce on it. A debounce is essentially just a way for the script to not skip over really quick. It happens usually when you press the button too many times, right? Kids can just press the buttons and flood the button. You can put a debounce on it so you can't press it for more than one every time the cycle is completed. And of course, this is the part where it touches. When it touches, it creates the script. It goes to that vector. The body force goes up, and then the other finger goes up again. Goes back down on both, and then it ends. I forgot to put a logo, but it should still work without it. It should work just fine without it. That's what's confusing me. So let's just put a local variable, we call it. So let's call it local vector force. Well, I'm not going to call it the same way, but we're going to say vForce. Local vForce equals, and then we're going to go to workspace dot base box dot top dot vector force. So all it really does is tells you that v-force is this thing, and then I'm gonna, instead of doing script.parent here, I'm gonna go v-force, whoops, caps, v-force dot, right, oh wait, dot force. That's where I went wrong. Okay. Okay, well that's why I need to jog my memory and make this happen again. So it's dot force, not vector force. Alright, I just did the same thing, but in a different way. And yeah, I feel dumb. So, vforce dot force equals vector street new 3000. That should work. That should work. So let's go to, call this vforce. Well, it's right here. It sees it, so vforce dot force wait, did I spell this wrong? Oh yes, I did. Okay, vforce dot force equals vector 3 new 0, wait 5 seconds. So it should just lift up for 0.5 seconds and just plop back down again. That's what it should do. Let's find out if it did work. Run. 5 seconds later. Alright, there it goes. Yay! Progress. Finally, okay, so vector force is the same as body force, just different. Whoa, what's that? Kyoto 171, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. So, we got the lid in place. Now we need to do the little finger that comes out of it. Same principle, same idea. So, I usually like to just do it outside and then moving in. So we're going to make a simple finger with 2 blocks. Something like that. I'm not going to be too, just like 2 basic blocks. What? Okay, that's fine. I actually had the collision zone. Wait, why is this? Oh, I was still in simulation mode. Great, okay. Let's start over, shall we? Let's grab a finger. So we'll just make a part. Oh, the unopenable box. It's like it's the useless box actually. Check it out. I'll show you what it does and what it does. I'm gonna go with play here. And as soon as you touch that thing, opens and switches back to blue again. So that's what we are duplicating today. Doing it completely from scratch here, and we're working on the finger right now. Yes, I should give you all roles. If some of you can't chat in my Discord, let me know, I'll give you a role for it. Let's duplicate that. And we'll just make a simple finger. Yeah, something really simple like that. It's going to tilt up. So we're going to grab those 2 together, make them into one piece. It's important that they are one piece because we're going to play with the axis, the pivot. There it is. Click on pivot, and we're going to move the pivot. Actually, no, it's not over there. It's going to be, oops. Let's get back up. Your backup tool is your friend. Okay, it's going to be down here. More precisely, somewhere around here. That's where the pivot point is going to be. It's going to just flip like this. Now, let's see if it worked. Let's put this union, we're going to call it a finger. And we're going to put this inside the other the other script, which is the base box here. We're going to put this in here. Part of our group. There it goes. See, it's all together. If I select this, there it is. We can tell it's all together like this because if I move the finger out of the way, whoops, I gotta remove the pivot point. If I move it out of the way, the entire box gets wider. You can see it completely surrounds the part that you are activating. That's how you can tell if you're accidentally selected a part way over there. Right? Let's say you selected this part over here. Well, not this one, but this one. See, it goes something like this, and then you wonder why is the base is there now, and then you notice you actually have this selected as well. You have to pay attention to these crosshairs and to the square box when you select something. That's a little side tutorial on that part. Let's put, now this we can just simply slide it in the box, but I want to see if it's functional first. So let's add that to the script. So we're going to go back to the script. We're going to call our little finger variable. We don't really need to do that, but it's simpler once, when your script becomes really complicated, it's simpler when you cut down words. And which in this case we cut down we use v-force for all of this line. We just replace all of that for v-force. So we're going to do the other one for finger. Wait, I'm going to call it local. Finger equals workspace dot base box, and it's going to be finger right here. There we go. That's our finger, but we're going to add a vector force. Vector force. Here we go. Here's our vector force. Currently at 1,000 that way, but we're going to change that to 0, and also at 3,000, because it doesn't really matter, because we're going to give it a nice solid joint, like a quick jolt. And obviously we're going to have to arrange the axis so it doesn't go any higher. There are many ways to do that, but I'll show you. I'm probably going to show you both ways that I've got on top of my head, that is. So let's start scripting this. So we're going to go same thing for this. However, it's going to wait 5 seconds. It's going to go with the finger dot vector force dot force equals vector 3 new, and then we're going to input those numbers. 0, 3,000, that's 0. What did I press enter? There you go. Okay. Let's make sure that it's already at 0 here, because we're going to script it in there. Alright. So now, let's see. It's going to wait 5 seconds. It's going to open the lid. It's going to move that finger up. And then the lid's going to fall down. Hopefully everything happens smoothly. Let's see what this does. Test. Run. So the lid goes up after 5 seconds. Lid goes up, but the figure did not move. Okay, why is that? Let's see. The pivot point should be fine. Oh wait, do I need to put a base on this thing? Okay, I may need to put a hinge on this thing. I thought maybe it would work as a single part, but yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it properly. We're gonna add a little base part right here that's gonna attach this to it to make that hinge, that real physical hinge. So we're gonna go with a little block. It doesn't really matter what kind of block. Just I'm just going to use it as an anchor point. That's going to stay anchored and the rest is going to be unanchored. So yeah, it doesn't really have to be touching each other either, but that comes with aesthetics later. We're doing with the mechanical. So this is going to be anchored, and this is going to be unanchored. Is it unanchored? Yes, it is unanchored. We're going to add a hinge to it. Create a hinge. One goes here, one goes here. Okay. Let's move these let's move these into place. We're gonna have it like around here somewhere. Like I'm just imagining where it's gonna. Well, actually, no, that's not. I think it should be like inside the box, should it? Because it's gonna. Yeah, let's do it inside the box. We gotta line it up as much as we can, and then copy the world position on this thing. Copy, grab the other one, paste it on. There you go. They're both in the same position, same spot. And now I need to. I think that's it. Let's find out if the script worked. Test. Run. Alright, so the lid's going to come up. And this did not. Why is that? Okay, let's play with some settings on this thing. Let's see what the vector force has in store. Enabled, visible. Right. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click run. I'm going to grab this piece right here. Go into vector force. Okay, right now it's currently at 3000. It did nothing. Let's try more digits. 99. Okay, so we know it's not even affected by the weight. So it is unanchored. It can collide. What else could be wrong? It's part of the box, but yeah, this is part of the rest of it. But why is it not? Why does the vector force doing nothing? Let's try some different numbers. Let's just go sideways like this. What does that do? Nothing. Well, at least we know the hinge is working. The hinge is working, but the body force is not doing anything. Well, vector force, sorry. I keep trying to get used to that. Alright, let's go bring that back to 0. Right, so why aren't you moving about? Is it because it's part of the box? No, it's not. All these parts have nothing to do with it. This one has the hinge on it. And this is the top with its own attachments and its own hinge constraints. Okay. So what's going on with you? Why aren't you moving up? Technically, if I go straight to vector force and I put this to 1000, it should go up. And it's not. I just cranked it way up and nothing happened. So it's not moving physically. And it should be. Where is that pivot point? Let's see. Right? The pivot point should be here. Should it? Let's give that a try. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing. Okay, I'm obviously doing something wrong. Okay, let's find out what it is. Let's go with another hinge constraint. Oh, perhaps the hinge constraint is completely misaligned. Maybe that's what it is. Let's find out. If you hold down shift, you can move slowly. Okay. Come on. It's so trippy sometimes. I'm in the wrong box. Okay. Okay. So they both look like they're the right direction. You know, they're spinning on that direction. So what is it? And of course this one, actually the pivot point on this shouldn't really matter, should it? It could be right here. It doesn't matter because the hinge is doing the pivot point. Anyway, at the moment. And it should. Let's go with geometrics. I mean with physical. Let's see what this does. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, so we see that the hinge is working. Working like a charm. It's actually, the finger is a bit too high, isn't it? Too big. Let's make this smaller. Let's scale it down. It might actually help for the weight. Okay. Let's see how this looks like. Alright. Still works. Now let's see why the vector force is not doing anything. Let's put 1,000 on there. 10,000, whatever. Test. And nothing. Why? I'm doing exactly the same thing as I did with this piece right here. So what changed? It's not anchored. It's archivable. It can cast a shadow. Alright. So did the vector force not work this time? Like I manually inputted the mass. Let's put that to 0. Alright. That's part of building. And you'll find that it's constant and it will always be like this. You always try to move over hurdles and try to figure out why it's not working. So I basically did the exact same thing as we did here earlier, right? We have the two boxes connected to the hinge and this flips up, except that the hinge is inside that box. Is that what it is? Is it because it's inside the box? And I wonder if it's that stupid. Okay, let's see. No, it's not this one. Where's the other one? It's this one and I need to grab them both. Okay, let's move this. Okay. Can I grab it? Did it work? No. Okay, fine. Let's go with it's not this one. Where did I put that attachment? Oh, it's way down there. Alright, it's not even part of the box. Okay, let's put it, make it part of the box. Call that base. Base hinge. There you go. Okay. So we need this attachment and this attachment. We're gonna move it. We're gonna move it over here. Let's see if that changed anything at all, if anything. So let's go with run. Okay, we can see that the hinge is working. Let's go put a vector force on this thing. There is a vector force here. Nothing happened. Let's add zeros on this. And nothing is happening. Yay! Okay. Why? Is it because it's a union and now unions weigh like a bazillion tons now? Is that what it is? Stop. So we just got ourselves a base with the hinge, and that would just essentially just move. If I move this, it would, yeah, it would hinge right here. That's nothing wrong with that. We might limit it so it doesn't go further in here. So why is it not scripting in there? Is the vector force even working? Relative to attachment 0. Wait. Yeah. Is it? Wait a second. Oh. Okay. I forgot to add the attachment to it. That's what it was. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's see if it swings up in the air. Finally, I have to figure it out. Okay, let's see. Is it going to go up? Maybe not. Let's find out if I can put more force into it. Vector force, it's currently at 3,000. Higher numbers? No. Okay, still nothing. It's currently connected to the attachment, which is right here. And it done nothing. Okay. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, it did something now. Why is it doing that? Oh, is it moving sideways? The hinge is sideways? Is that where it is? That can't be right. Let's lower the tone on this thing. Add some numbers. No, remove one. Make it higher. 8. No. Okay. Add a 1 to it. Okay, it's moving. It's not moving in the direction that I want it to move. That's what's going on. Okay. Let's find out why. Let's check out this part right here. We have the X, the Y, and the Z here. Right now, it's set up at the X. No, wait, we don't want it to be set up at the Z axis. We want it to be set up on this axis so that it flips. Is it on the Z axis? It is not. The vector force is currently, it was currently on the Y. The Z axis is the third one. So let's find out. Let's see, if I put 3,000 here and run, it did not do anything. Okay. Let's try again with a bit more force. Right, we could put that to 0. That's the script that just worked right there. We're gonna go to the Z axis. Right, no. I'm not looking at the Z axis at all. I'm looking at the Y axis. It has to push upwards. Is this really the Y axis, or does it have its own? Let's see. Pivot point. Okay, where we're looking at here are the axes. The axes. We want it to turn on this axis. Like so. Which one is that? That's the last digit in the number. That's the Z axis. We see the numbers change on the side of the screen here. You can see that. That's how you know which one it is. So I can just put that to 0. So we want to go on the Z axis in the vector force. right? Z-axis. Let's go with, I'm just going to add some digits to see what it does. Whoa, okay, it just disappeared. I think I just made it fly into the sky. Okay, let's go with a 5,000 force on it. Let's see what this does. Test. Run. Nothing. The lid works just fine. It's just the darn finger. Wait, why can't I select it? There you go. If you hold down Alt, you can manually select parts, but for some reason it wasn't working. It's a snake hinge, or it's a blocky cat with a massive tail. Yes. Let's go. Let's go with the vector force. Bring it back to 0. And we're going to play around with these numbers. Okay, add more. And that's too much. Right, I just flew out of proportion. So, is it really the axis that I'm looking for? Okay, I wanted to push upwards, right? That's the vector force, or is it just really just a vector, is just a relative term? Upwards is y. The y-axis is upwards. I want to push upwards. So why did it not work? Upwards is here. And run. Still nothing. I feel like Yaka's lurking. Yes. Of course. What, you expecting less? Okay. So why is that working? I am befuddled. I just did exactly what I just did and I just don't get it. So why is vector force giving me so much hard time? The force is relative to attachment 0. Yes, it is. Unless it's thinking of another attachment 0. Let's just rename all the attachments just to make sure. So we're going to call this one, that's the finger, so finger ITT. Finger at. So we got to go with the vector force. It's currently called finger at, right? Relative to attachment 0 still. Really? No. I want it to be attachment 0 and 1 in the world. Why? Why are you not part of... What? And does not see the other attachments? Why? Okay, well, I'm going to put it relative to the world because it's relative to the world. That should work, right? Let's just give that a try. Let's put some vector force on this thing. Okay, there it goes. It's way up there. Let's slow down a digit. Okay, let's go. Okay. There it goes. It's currently working, although it's... Let's slow down the pace a bit. Okay, 5,000 is not enough. Let's go with 55. Okay, that's too much. So let's go with 9,000. That's not enough. All right, 1,200. That's not enough either. 19. Oh, 19 is getting close. Let's go with 20. 20 wants to wobble. Let's go with 25. 28. Okay. 28. 30. 30,000? Why does it require so much weight? Let's go with 35,000. Oh, is it because it's blocked? Maybe that's what it is, huh? Okay, it's probably not. The base is probably causing problem. Can I uncollide this? Can't collide? Okay, that didn't do anything. Alright. That's pretty weird. Well, we just learned something today. Vector force is weird. Let's see if I can move that pivot point back to where I want it to be. What, I can't move this? Oh. Wait, let me just move up here and see what this looks like. What does this hinge look like? It looks identical. Oh. Is the rope is a connection. Should be identical. Right. Alright, let's move it backwards. Let's bring it back to where it was. Alright. Let's grab it. And we'll just move it here. Let's try that. Put a vector force of 55. Nothing? Go that to 0 and put this at, wait, no. It's the other way around. This is supposed to be higher. Okay, it just disappeared. Too many. Too much. Oh, that's why I didn't have it wrong. Okay. Let's go here. 55. 55. Run. Okay. So that's telling me that the hinge is completely not in the right orientation that I want. It's currently trying to go in a direction, but why? Because when I move it, it should, well, I mean, I gotta go, I have to close this. I have to go physical. When I move this, the hinge should actually show me which direction it's going. And it's right here. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. With enough body force, it's supposed to lift up. Well, all right. Thank you, body force. I guess I shouldn't blame him. I should have done my research before doing this. Okay, let's go 555. Okay, let's go with, come on, I'm gonna grab this one piece. Come on, thank you. let's increase it by 1 0. Alright. Why is it going this way? Let's try 30,000 on this direction. Oh, Cyan just left. Are you still there, Cyan? Let me text him. Okay. Okay. He's still there, chat. He's still there. He just disconnected. So, let me add forces to this one. Add another digit. Another digit. Okay. What's up,
Hello.
Cyan?
You're playing that farming game still?
No, I stopped that. I was trying to do a tutorial, but I completely messed it up.
Oh, do you want to play that farming game?
Uh,
Please.
wait,
Yes,
preview.
yes.
Stop.
Let's just play the farming game.
Yeah, I guess I could take a break from it all.
Farming game.